You know, life's all about moments. You come to a place like this, and it seems to be the perfect setting for the experience that Martin from Warwick Acoustics and Sennheiser put together for the very first time ever, have full hands-on with this legendary Sennheiser HE-1 and the absolutely incredible Warwick Aperio. I've been fortunate enough to have the Warwick Aperio on my desk over the last 6 weeks, and due to some unforeseen circumstances, I think I might have spent more time with it over the last 4 days than was strictly fair, as you guys will see in the Munich high-end documentary. Like I stated, life's about moments, because between one moment and the next, you get nothing but ordinary. But it's those extraordinary moments that makes life worth living. And for those of us who are into high-end audio, I don't think in the headphone world, it can ever get better than it did last night. Myself, DMS, and Cameron from Golden Sounds got together due to the hard work and effort of Martin from Warwick Acoustics, and we sat down with these two beautiful systems you see on the desks. One of the best ways to end the Munich high-end show that hopefully might become something that other people can experience too. The environment was quiet, the room was air-conditioned, under a private setting, as much like a studio environment where we do our testing as possible, was where we put the Aperio and the HE-1 side by side on tracks we know, with full control, full hands-on, no one else talking, going from one system to the next. So what can we tell you? Experiencing first and foremost the Aperio side by side with the HE-1 was one of my dreams come true. I've been dying to get my hands on the HE-1 for a couple of minutes of listening sessions over the last decade or so, and it only came to fruition last night. The Sennheiser HE-1 is a unicorn. Its artistry of hardware design, implementation of ease of use is untouchable. So I thought before becoming a YouTuber and an audio reviewer. Due to the efforts of Warwick Acoustics, having Aperio on the table for the last 6 weeks, being able to understand this system through and through, and then coming from that experience, sitting side by side with the HE-1, here are my thoughts on that. They are two sides of the same coin, two luxury, absolute high-end musical performances for you privately. One is beautifully liquid, gets out of the way of the music so you get nothing but the instruments, the performance, the soul of the singer. Aperio is a dream. And then you go to the HE-1. A touch of tubes, a touch of euphoria, another reference sound, yet infused with the heat behind it, as if, like today, you have this beautiful sun lighting everything up. That's all very subjective and beautiful, but I'm sure you guys want to know how it performed with the tracks we test at CMA. Using Hans Zimmer's Pirate of the Caribbean live, the Suite on Cobas, the HE-1 was breathtaking. Visceral impact from sub-bass. You have full power at your control. You feel as though those drivers, like a Rolls-Royce engine, are just purring and just waiting to be let loose. And then you go to the Aperio. That infused heat seems to be taken away. And yet the authority, textural information, visceral impact delivers another separate sonic performance. So one where it's grandiose and utterly huge, being Aperio. HE-1 is like a private orchestra just for you. So the setting is smaller, the stage is smaller, but holographic 3D There isn't a single element of the HE-1, of the electrostatic drivers, that can be missed during these tracks. Mid-range, vocals, listening to Paul Weller's You Do Something to Me. This song is very, very close to my heart. It's very difficult for the HE-1 not to bring you to tears. And the first 9 days I heard Warwick Aperio, it utterly broke my brain, so that even my Sennheiser setup could not be listened to. So jumping from these two systems, one and then going to the other, is like going to see the same show, but in two different locations, with two different types of drinks, two different sets of people, and I'm sure Cameron from Golden Sounds and DMS will give their own perspectives and a different narrative to what they heard. But this has been mine. Can I see myself owning the HE-1 if funds allowed? Yes, I can. Can I see myself owning the Aperio if funds allow? Yes, I can. And with more access. No matter what happens, the HE-1 is still the most expensive headphone setup in the world. 70,000 euros. The Aperio at 30,000 euros seems like an absolute bargain. But when you're at these levels, I don't think money is the thing that is deciding what you want. But if you are interested in a basic sound analysis, the way we do for our reviews, it's like this. The HE-1's bass is visceral, texturally rich, very quick, authoritative, with absolutely no roll-off. Mid-bass punches like an LCD5, mid-range is lush like a ZMF, treble region is texturally rich like a Utopia, all of these aspects taken up by 1,000. Aperio, Sennheiser levels of speed taken up by 1,000. Visceral impact, texturally rich, digs deep, ultra resolving, and both systems require high-end sources. I actually had to listen to the HE-1 on the Zendak. Incidentally, somebody had plugged it in. It was a very, very interesting experience. Very, very strange and surreal scenario. But I've been running the Warwick Aperio with a Wave Dream, and that system, hand on heart, I think if it was in the room at CMA, might have eked out more performance. But then, if that scenario is to be repeated like that, the HE-1 is there, it'd be interesting to put another DAC through it too. But as an all-in-one system, it will make you happy, it's all you need. What a goal to aim for in life, to own one of those. I'm going to have to love you and leave you, get a cold beer, take in the view, and spend some more time reflecting, because this was utterly breathtaking. Martin, you're an absolute legend. Thank you for setting this up. Warwick Acoustics, Sennheiser, a special heartfelt thank you to you for agreeing to this phenomenal opportunity. Hopefully we'll see this HE-1 system at CMA too. Until then, peace.